Yo, ladies and gentlemen, how you all doing today? It's your boy Too Lazy for Life, kicking off Cycle 5 with yet another brand new series here on this anime reaction channel. I can't believe it's Cycle 5 already. I can't believe we've gone through 4 cycles, 8 to 9 months worth of anime. So many episodes of shows I've had to dig through, I've had to tank through over these last 3/4 of a year. It's unbelievable. I must have watched like 200 to 250 or so episodes so far in the last 9 months. It's absolutely insane. Like usually in my off time watching anime just casually for fun, I wouldn't be able to get through even 100 episodes in 9 months. I can only generally handle about maybe 4 to 5 episodes a week at most, following seasonal shows that I may have had any interest in. But these days I've had to push myself to watch like anything from 20 to 35 episodes a week every week for 9 months. Man, it's been tough, okay? when you have to pack in, I honestly don't know how some people on my anime list do it when they say that they've seen like over 900 to 1,500 shows in their lifetime, and they go through like 50 to 100 episodes a week non-stop. You guys out there that do that, you guys are absolutely freaking just mad, okay? You guys are just batshit crazy. I honestly can't fathom that level of dedication to anime, because just even 20 episodes a week already is really killing me. I sometimes have to really dig deep and scrape the bottom of the barrel in terms of emotion and motivation when trying to watch that many episodes a week. But yeah, enough of that tangent, guys, alright? So, Cycle 5. If you guys haven't been following all of the news so far on this channel and of the community, then you should know that the 3 shows that are coming out or have come out already so far at the time of this video being out on YouTube are Attack on Titan, this one which you're about to see me start off and react to, Steins Gate, and we're also going to be continuing Sword Art Online Alicization Part 2, the second half, the second 25 episodes, War of Underworld. So at the time of this first episode of Steins Gate coming out for you guys, I should have already done 2 episodes, I think, of Attack on Titan. That should be out now on YouTube and Patreon. And Sword Art Online will be coming shortly after, I think like the next day. So yeah, Steins Gate, right? So this is the next show that we're going to get onto. It's another 25 episode series, so pretty much following our standard formula for every cycle, around 24-25 episodes per show. There's 25 episode series that we're going to be going on for the next 2 months. I have absolutely no idea what Steins Gate is about. Like this, out of all the shows that I've picked up and have chosen to react to on this anime channel, this one literally is about as blind as you can get for me. I have virtually zero clue what the heck this is. The only thing that I've heard about and that I've known about Steins Gate is that it's supposed to be critically acclaimed. It's super praised. It's supposed to be like an all-time classic, because I've seen it on like the top 5 or so of my anime list forever. I've just never bothered to check it out or pick it up because it just didn't ever look, you know, all that enticing, all that interesting to me. But this one won from a community vote. All right, if you're wondering how the heck did I even get this show to begin with, if it just never was on my radar, well, this one was a community vote. If you guys are in my Discord, you would know about that. If you guys are just sitting around on YouTube or just haven't been reading any of the pinned comments throughout all of Cycle 4, then, well, you missed out on your chance to select one of the next shows for Cycle 5. But Steins Gate was one of the options available in the voting polls for Cycle 5, and it kind of won by a landslide. So I had no choice but to include it into this cycle. Now, let's just hope that it doesn't suck, because if it's an absolute resident sleeper fest, then my community is gonna get bonked, okay, for overwhelmingly voting this series. even though it turns out to be absolute garbage. But let's hope it's not, because everyone says it's a classic. Okay, it's super good. It's got like 9 out of 10 on Mao overall, with like 1 million people in the community and popularity and whatever. So I've got my hopes up. Okay, I've got high hopes for this show. Other than that, I honestly don't know what the hell this show's about. There's no point in me even sitting here and giving you guys like a pre-show before we start the series. What do I know about this show? What am I getting myself into? There's no point in doing that because I have no idea what I'm getting myself into. So, without further ado, guys, okay, let's get on with Steins Gate Episode 1. Alright, whatever the heck this is going to be about. In 3, 2, 1, go.
宇宙には始まりはあるが終わりはない。無限。星にもまた始まりがあるが、自らの力を持って滅びゆく。有限。英知を持つ者こそ最も愚かであることは、歴史からも読み取れる。地震か？いや、上か。これは？なんだこれは。塗装されてないぞ。メタル。あ？メタルだよ。メタルーパー。レアなのか？すっごく。ならばくれてやろう。いいな、オカリ。法医教魔だ。ありがとう、オカリ。だから法医教魔だ。これまで世界中の科学者がタイムメタルーパーを落としたみたいなので探してきます。現在主な理論だけで10以上タイムマシンの。
So this is a university or something, and in this world everyone's learning how to build a time machine.
あなたのタイムマシン理論は何だ？カーブラックホール、世界線。すべてジョン・タイターのパクリではないか。ちょっとあなた。おい。いや、ジョン・タイターの本にも似たようなこと書いてあったな。誰だ、お前は。それはこっちのセリフです。なんだと。さっき何か言いかけましたよね。私に。さっき？15分くらい前。何をトンチンカ。マジでクリス。15分くらい前、何か言おうとしてましたよね。すごい思い詰めたような顔で。俺は全てをお見通しなのだ。天才少女よ、次に会うときは敵同士だな。さらばだ。オカリー。マユリ、何をやっていた？メールしたでしょ？メタルーパがないのです。名前書いて持ってたのに。落としたのか？多分。諦めろ。メタルーパー、オークションじゃ1万くらいするんだよ。何？
Oh. Oh.
前も見てただろ。なあ、見てない。何を言ってるんだ。
What the fuck is that? What? Wait, what? Is this the opening? Hey, this is quite the late precarious spot to dump this in. I still don't know what the fuck's going on. Alright, as you guys may have probably noticed so far in this what, last 10 minutes or so of the episode, I haven't said barely anything. Okay. You can tell that song definitely is from like the mid, like what, towards the end of like, I don't know, 2008, 2009, 2010 sort of era. It just screams like middle 2000s weeb music.
世界の支配構造の変革による混沌に巻き込む発明を生み出すことだ。わかったか？俺は狂気のマッドサイエンティストホーイン。強馬だって設定なわけでしょ。それよりも報道のヘリ到着したみたい。本日12時頃、東京千代田区秋葉原に墜落した人工衛星と思われる落下物です。ご覧ください。ここ地上から見てもかなり。あれは何だったんだ。今朝、俺とマユリは中鉢博士の会見を見るためにラボからラジカンに向かった。しかし気づいた時には人工衛星。
Oh, it's a satellite.
それだけじゃない。俺が？墜落したのをテレビで見てて、オカリンがついにチタンが動き出したとか言って、二人で見に来たんだよ。
Man, you could tell this is from a mid 2000s anime, an early 2000s anime, because the amount of reusing of that cringy ass summer bugs chirping in the hot summer sun weekend, lazy ass hot summer afternoon of fucking male MC harem hentai protag banging all them school chicks on Hentai Haven. Oh, they've used that stock sound effect like 6 times in this one episode, man. Starting to really get on my nerves. Oh, well, this is an old anime, so I could technically let it pass. Because everyone uses that fucking stock sound, like, back in the last decade ago. But the fact that people still use it today is just so aggravating. Meanwhile, nothing's happened in the last 20 minutes. Alright? I've barely said anything. Alright, I'm gonna start having to forcefully crack jokes at this rate.
そこに重大な意味があるかもしれない。量子の問題を考えて、フントの規則を導入して。あるわ、ねえ。ないか。ないね。変わりないね。温まるわけでもなく、冷たくなるわけでもなく。マユシーのジューシーカラーでナンバーワンが凍っちゃった。とにかくスタインズゲートに関わる何かが起きていることは確かだ。またそれっすか？誰？このバナナ食べてみようとは思わなかった。
These two, man, I'm not gonna lie. Well, we're gonna talk about this once this episode ends. It's gonna be quite the interesting talk for episode 1.
7月23日、12時56分。な、28日。どうしたの？メールが過去に送られている。は？
Okay, guys, we're gonna have to have a chat. All right, sit down. All right, take a seat. Take a seat on the kitchen table. Okay, take a seat by the kitchen table. Well, you and I are gonna need to have a chat. All right. So first of all, can you guys please tell me in the comment sections when this show's gonna pick up and actually start to get good? I need to know this, because quite frankly, this was probably, I'm not joking when I say this. This was quite frankly the most boring episode I've watched on this channel since its debut, since its launch. Out of all the shows that I've seen so far in recent memory, over 300 something episodes that I've tanked through, gone through, sat through, whether it was enjoyable or not, this one literally was the least enjoyable. Episode 1 of Steins Gate, I was borderline gonna fall asleep. There was nothing of any interest that I could have made any comments on. Like, I was trying to crack jokes forcefully, okay, towards the second half and the last third of this episode, because there was almost virtually nothing for me to discuss about, right? Like, so what? Oh my god. I mean, just take a look at all the other shows that I've seen on this channel so far. The first episode, it knows how to hook you. It knows how to both set the scene and also give you, you know, a sufficient amount of you know, interesting, exciting stuff for you to stay engaged. This had virtually almost no engagement. You had to really, really try hard, okay, to try and stay awake and try to make something out of it. This is like bottom of the barrel scraping levels of engagement right here. I was bored out of my fucking mind. Okay, guys, so please, all right, please tell me, when in this show is it going to pick up? Please don't tell me that this show was ranked so highly because it got boosted by a bunch of fucking hipsters in the anime community that think that this show is absolutely fantastic and great and amazing and whatever, and then it turns out to be, you know, literally the most abstract art, this weird ass crap that only you know, the vocal minority of people seem to enjoy and understand. I'm just pulling at straws. I'm just guessing here. It may not all be true, and it might pick up, you know, further on down the line and it ends up being a masterpiece, but I'm telling you how I see it from just the first episode. The first episode, literally nothing happened, right? From the moment I pressed play to the moment the episode ended, this red-haired girl died, and this professor that looks like a bootleg version of Kiritsugu had he not been an assassin, and he's also a cringy ass like nerd. He seems to be having this weird issue where he's jumping back and forth in time, and he doesn't seem to realize what the fuck's going on. And then he's got this like weird like bird brain sidekick girl, and then also this fat cringy ass like hacker nerd. And just so far, I haven't warmed up to any of these characters. Like none of them have left any impressions on me that have been somewhat positive compared to, let's just use Attack on Titan for example, right? Episode 1 was an instantaneous hook. You just take a look at episode 1 of Attack on Titan, right? That was just spontaneous. The amount of love and addiction I just had for that from like the first 10 seconds of the episode. The moment you start, like, it already was just reeling you in. You were already hooked from the moment you pressed the play button, let alone wait, you know, 60 seconds in to get hooked. The moment you press that play button, you were already hooked before you even began, and it already started reeling you in with that initial intro of the massive titan staring down everyone on the other side of the wall in that town. Meanwhile, in Steins Gate's world, I literally can't even recall what to talk about in this episode. Right? There was some, you know, cute, I guess, mysterious-looking red-haired girl. That's practically the only lasting impression I got from this episode. And then she got stabbed and was bleeding out all over the floor. And then somehow she was alive again at the end of the episode because the main scientist guy just seems to have traveled, I guess, back in time or something. So, This is not going to be an action anime. This is going to be a fucking psychological sign and brain buster anime. That's what I'm guessing. Time travel is my arch enemy. Time travel is my one weakness when it comes to my brain functioning correctly. Alright, time travel is the one thing that can absolutely just deck my brain when it comes to trying to wrap my head around things, because I fucking hate time travel because it always confuses the living shit out of me. When it gets just far too complicated. Even trying to figure out time travel in Fate Stay Night already gave me a fucking headache. And that's not even the most, you know, complicated of time travel conversations I've had. And even talking to, you know, hardcore Fate addicts in the community, they also started to get headaches trying to wrap their heads around time travel in the Fate timeline with alternate realities, alternate universes, and, you know, Archer and Shiro, and just, oh my god, just fucking headaches all over the place. And I have to sit through now 25 episodes of just pure, raw, concentrated time travel. Oh, well, we're gonna have to wait and see. Alright, we're gonna have to see how this show picks up. But, yeah, that's all of my thoughts. Basically none. Alright, that's all of my thoughts for episode 1. Virtually nothing. There was nothing to discuss from this episode other than I still don't know what the hell is going on. The premise of this show still seems to be a complete enigma to me. And I was borderline gonna fall asleep. Alright, so I hope it picks up from whatever later episode onwards. I have no idea. But yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see. So that is all of the thoughts I have for this episode, guys, of episode 1 of Steins Gate. Very underwhelming. But if all of you hardcore Steins Gate fans know that it's going to get good later on, then, well, I guess we're gonna have to buckle up and just sit back and wait then, alright? So thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you're brand new to this channel. If you were searching for Steins Gate reactions and you stumbled upon this channel and you see me starting off my Steins Gate journey, already heavily underwhelmed, underimpressed, and about to fall asleep, maybe you can help back me. Maybe you can help push me along and show me how great your favorite series is, alright? Also, consider signing up to my Patreon if you want to unlock the full uncut and edited versions of all of my reaction videos that you'll not find on YouTube, and also get 1 week early access, and you'll be also directly supporting me in my pursuit to becoming a full-time content creator here on YouTube. I very much appreciate it if you do that for me, guys. Big massive shout out to all of my existing patrons right now supporting me, and one big massive shout out to the guy that practically almost single-handedly won the voting polls for putting this show on my Cycle 5 schedule. Eden's Musketeer. Okay, thank you, mate, so much for your insane level of patronage and support. As always, you're an absolute freaking legend, and I swear to fuck if you have chosen an absolute resident sleeper show for me for the next 2 months to sit through, man, I'm gonna alright, I ain't gonna be too happy. Alright, guys, but that's it. That's all of my thoughts for the first episode of Steins Gate. Alright, I hope you've enjoyed it for whatever it's worth. I practically didn't talk at all for the whole reaction, so whatever. Alright, guys, but episode 2 is coming up next. Alright, guys, but until then, that's it from your boy, Too Lazy for Life. Bye for now.